Hi, I'm John Henry. My wife Mary and I are excited to share about an important new weekend intensive offered at YWAM Converge in Ocean City, New Jersey. Our YWAM staff network's mission is to mobilize a new generation of missionaries to the spheres, to all nations, and through every vocation. For centuries, God has used universities in revivals and new missions movements. Why is that? Because God is the author of every kind of faithful work. He's the original gardener, communicator, lawgiver, counselor, teacher, and healer. I believe God wants to use the universities again. However, big changes have affected our ministries in recent years. The majority church has shifted to the global south, which is excellent. However, the Western church is marginalized. And in America, we're at a crossroads. Churches can either stand in faithfulness and get labeled as hateful bigots or proudly display a rainbow flag. Today's students have grown up in a post-Christian, hyper-connected world. Without a shared moral or cultural commitment, universities distort the truth about history, justice, and gender. The result is a confused and emotionally stressed generation, many of whom are rejecting God and His good gifts, even their bodies. Universities are failing in their mission. Instead of encouraging debate and civil discourse, they foster a victim mentality and offer safe spaces and petting zoos. How does God want us to respond? Our primary ministry is grounded on the 8 steps of 2 Peter chapter 1, teaching emerging leaders, young adults, and university students to make every effort to be effective and productive in their faith and calling. The truth is, trauma happens to everyone, and it blinds us. We cannot know God's calling until we know our story. Even Moses had trauma, placed in a basket on a river and raised by a tyrant king. He popped in anger and he killed someone. Half his life he was in hiding until God called him back to his story. God knows our stories, why we run and hide and lie and rage and cry. We created the Who I Am Weekend Intensive to give young adults the tools to engage with their stories and confront the wounds and behaviors hindering their spiritual and emotional progress. We guide students through activities to help them understand their obstacles, engage with their story, and engage with God's story. Our first weekend was at YWAM Philadelphia with the help of staff from 5 YWAM locations, including YWAM Tyler. Mary provides additional one-on-one healing through transformational prayer ministries as needed. After the second weekend in Ocean City at Ocean City Tabernacle, April 5 to 7, we plan to take the intensive to other locations, hopefully in your community too.